So yun, no, what is up sa inyo mga kap? Good morning. Um, it's been a year since nakuha natin tong Sam-K. Almost a year. So at least mga 11 months. Kasi nakuha natin si Nook ng September. After a week, saan natin to in-install. So, ayan. 1 year na si Sam-K. So I guess it's about time na gawa natin siya ng long-term review. So, how is it? Okay ba siyang bilhin? The price, everything, the functionality. So let's start with obviously the physical aspect, how it is. So as you can see, okay pa siya. Oh. I mean, I don't see any fade dun sa plastic niya, which is good kahit isang taon na siya. To be fair, hindi siya masyadong bilad sa araw, but still, um, the fact na hindi siya nag-fade, I'd say good yung plastic niya. Um, what else? So, awa ng Diyos, andyan pa rin siya, hindi pa rin siya nananakaw. That's one of the main concerns. Isa sa mga pinaka madalas itanong sa atin is natatanggal ba siya? Madali ba siyang manakaw? Again, so andyan pa siya. Ito ang ginamit ko. As you can see, anti-theft na Moto Wolf. Ayan siya. Okay, so kahit ikutin mo yan, kahit ikot-ikutin mo yan, hindi mo siya matatanggal. Right there. Okay? So yung cable niya nakaipit, nandyan sa loob. As you can see. Meron akong windshield dati, tinanggal ko lang. Medyo pumasok yung tubig dito. Anyway, tanggalin ko na lang yan mamaya. So ayun yung cable niya sa ilalim. Right there. And then what's next? The camera. So the front facing camera is right here. Apakadumi lang. Okay. Galing tayo ng Clark ng weekend. So hindi yata siya nalinis mabuti nung pinaka wash ko. Anyway, so ayan siya. Goods pa siya. I don't see any problems. I did not experience any issues with it. Okay. Overall, okay yung front facing camera niya. Now, here's the problem. Dito ako nagkaroon ng problema sa rear view camera. So this is already a replacement. Okay, hindi na siya yung kapartner nung nasa harap. Hindi na siya yung original na kasama sa package. Only because nagka-problema ako dun sa mounting. Okay? So yung mounting niya nabasag. Nabasag siya. Which is why, as you can see, ginawan ko na lang siya ng paraan. Ginawan ko siya ng clay mold right here. And then, nilagyan ko siya. Pansuporta lang ng cable tie. Which, to be honest, kahit tanggalin ko to ngayon, it's not going anywhere. Right? So, ayan siya. Yan yung naging issue ko sa kanya. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else na problema ko sa kanya. Yan. So nung pinalitan ko to, obviously kailangan kong baklasin. Madali lang. I mean, for NK, kasama kasi ako sa nagkabit nito, kasama ako sa nagbakla, so I know exactly kung paano yung sistema ng wiring. So, madali lang siya. Anyway, so let's talk about the panel itself. Okay. So, another question is, napapalitan daw ba yung boot screen? Unfortunately, not. Hindi siya napapalitan. Is there a software upgrade? There was. Technically, updated to. But then again, it's been a year. So, yung mga bagong labas ngayon ni Samk, updated na yung software nun. And, as far as I know, mas malaki na rin yung screen. So, let's talk about it further later. Anyway, as you can see, goods, okay siya. Um, Functional pa rin as it is. Let's go to the camera. Okay, so this is the rear view of the camera. As you can see, again, functional as it should. Double tap brings you to the split screen. Sana kita siya. Increase natin yung brightness para sure. Right there. And then another tap dun sa front screen. Ayan siya. Okay. So malinaw, clear. It serves its purpose. Hindi ko pala naikabit yung SD card. May kinuha kasi akong footage last night. Nabutas kasi yung oil cooler ko eh, but that's another topic. Anyway, so CarPlay still functional as it should. Mabalikan natin yan mamaya. Magko-connect pa yan. Settings, all, I mean, hindi mo naman kailangan galawin to ng sobra eh. Anyway, so ayan, that's the CarPlay. Okay, so yung wall, for those of you who don't know, nababago yung wallpaper niyan ha. Just in case lang na hindi nyo alam. Oh. Then let's go back. Oh, di ba? Nababago yung wallpaper niyan. Okay, dito lang tayo sa black. Okay. So everything's functional with the CarPlay. I can connect my Cardo here. I can connect this to my phone. So far, yun lang ang setup ko talaga sa kanya. My phone is connected to my Cardo, and then my phone is also connected here. So I can call, I can text, I can use Siri using Cardo and my phone. Let me give you an example. Let's see. Hey Siri, text my wife.
What do you want to say to Trisha?
This is a test.
It says, this is a test. Send it.
Yes.
Done.
Okay. So there, it's sent. I can make phone calls if I want to. Right there. Okay. So, software-wise, and pinaka-importante, wala siyang lag. Okay? It doesn't lag. I can use it, the way I want it. Obviously, ito, depende na lang to sa connectivity. But if I want to play music using this, I can. There. Ah, di ba? So, functional siya. I have no complaints sa unit. But then, let's talk about issues that other people are encountering. Okay. So, first, let's talk about the TPMS. Let's admit, okay? Ito, papasok na tayo sa mga pros and cons ni Samkey. Let's talk about the cons first. Number one is the TPMS. Okay, I'm not sure with the new versions, but then um, I'm still getting messages in comments that yung TPMS is mahirap pa rin i-connect. Okay, that's the same problem that I had before. Okay, you guys are lucky because updated na technically yung inyong TPMS. But as a tip, BLE na rin ton sa akin, napalitan na rin. But then again, as a tip, try unbinding it. Okay? So, with it na nakakabit, unbind nyo siya. So, let me show you. Okay, so right there, unbind nyo lang siya. Press this, unbind, and then the rear, unbind nyo siya. After you unbind, remove the TPMS sensor right there. Remove it on both sides. Wait for at least 10-20 seconds. Okay? And then without putting it back in, without installing it back in, go back sa TPMS. Bind nyo yung harap. Okay? Once na-press nyo na yung bind, after 10 seconds, saka nyo ikabit. Okay? Same goes sa likod. Pag okay na yung harap, do the same. Go to the rear, bind it, wait for 10-20 seconds, and then install it sa Pito. Okay? That should do the trick. Okay? It's not 100%, But then, just try it again just in case mag-fail, but that should work. Okay? So that's it. And then, next con natin is yung reading. I'd say lahat naman, if hindi lahat, okay. So majority ng TPMS sensors sa market, especially yung mga budget meal, is not 100% accurate. Okay. So for this one, in this case, this is a lucky day because hinanginan ko to last night, 34 and 37, 34 and 37 ang nilagay ko sa kanya. And so far, accurate siya. I mean, dude, 34 and 36 yan. Sabi mo 34 and 37, bakit accurate? So, just so happen kasi na yung sa harap, pag kinakabit ko yung sensor, hindi siya masyadong nagli-leak ng air. Okay? Actually, kaya ako siya pinasobrahan. Dapat 33 lang ang hangin ko sa harap. But then, ginawa kong 34 para meron siyang allowance. Kumbaga, may pasobra siya para pag kinabit ko na yung sensor, bababa siya ng 33. Same goes with the rear. So, ito naman, kumpara dun sa harap, pag ito kinabit ko, malakas yung leak niya. Nagli-leak agad yung hangin, which is why from 37, as you have seen, 36 na lang siya. Okay? So, yes, it's not 100% accurate, but I don't think you need 100% accuracy while you're riding na. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. That's just me, and I'm not an expert. Pero kasi more than anything, ang pinaka-importante sa akin dito, and I would say it serves its purpose, at least for me, is nakikita ko kung flat na ako. Okay? Kasi once na mabutasan ka ng gulong, it happens to me several times. Well, hindi yung gulong yung nabutas, yung pito ko ang nabutas, harap likod. Immediately nagwo-warn siya. Makikita mo, and it's so visible, it will, catch your attention. Makikita mo agad na bumaba siya. Magkakaroon niya ng warning dyan, exclamation point. Same goes pag masyado ng mataas yung temperature ng gulong mo. So, for that purpose, ilang beses niya na akong sinave? Twice, thrice. Pinakita agad sa akin na, hey, yung gulong mo sa harap, butas na. Yung gulong mo sa likod, butas na. So, nakatigil ako. And, both situation nangyari siya sa expressway. One sa Petron NLEX, and then one is sa basta sa South. I forgot kung anong pangalan nun, pero papunta kaming Cavite, sa expressway din ako, dun siya nadali. Okay, so yun yung next con ko sa kanya. Okay, what else? To be honest, nothing else. Wala na akong ibang maisip na con para sa kanya. Everything else is a pro for me. Again, budget friendly. Okay, for 7,500 pesos, you get everything. You get the GPS, you get the panel, the display, you get the rear and front and rear cameras. You also get the TPMS sensors. Okay, and that's everything you need. Yun lang. Yun yung talaga yung kailangan mo. Right? So, that's the first pro for me. Second, functionality. Functionality, it gives you the basic needs. Yung kailangan mo. I mean, I understand some brands, especially yung mga mahal, meron silang, sensors like pag natumba ka, it will activate something, it will make phone calls or whatever. Pag may, bumangga, sensors, automatic, it will turn on the camera and whatever. So, ang daming functionality and it's enticing. I myself, I want those. But then, cost-wise, if you're gonna look at the value for money, I'd say this is enough. This is more than enough. Because again, it serves the purpose. I don't have my phone here. Okay? Hindi ko kailangang mag-worry na malaglag yung phone ko while traveling at high speeds. Diba? I have my navigation here. If I want to go somewhere and I don't know, Either I ask Siri or I can type it in. Okay? Which is, by the way, no offense, pero good decision na hindi ko kinuha yung T-Box. Um, you know, this is more than enough. This is actually, better than that, I'd say. So yun lang. Yun lang mga kap. To be honest, wala akong ibang maisip na pwedeng sabihin sa inyo aside from those things that I've already mentioned kasi yun yung pinakamaraming tanong eh. So, natatanggal ba siya? Nananakaw ba siya? Pag gusto, may paraan. Like I always say, kung gustong nakawin yan, heck, they can do anything just to, get that. But luckily, after almost a year, it's still there. Brightness niya, I don't have an issue. TPMS, I already told you my honest opinion regarding that. And that's essentially it. That's essentially it. Okay. Now, the good news is, as far as I know, sabi ni paring Alex, ALX, shout out paring Alex, yung mga bagong unit ngayon is mas malaki na yung screen. Okay? 5 inch, 5.7, I don't know, basta definitely bigger than this. Okay? Aside from that, yung camera niya, mas maganda na yung camera mount niya. Okay? Here. Ayan. Pakita ko sa inyo yung picture nung mounting niya. Much better na siya. Mas maganda na siya. Yung GPS remote niya, by the way, I forgot to mention this. Yung GPS niya, remote niya, buttons is right here. Okay? Dito ko siya nilagay. I barely use it. Now, the new one, bilog na siya and pwede mo siyang ilagay dito or dito. So, mas madali siyang i-access, mas madali siyang gamitin. Okay? So, I think that's pretty much it. Yun lang. So, if you have questions or concerns regarding the SUMK or anything about the CF Moto 450 NK, let me know, in the comments section. Just put it there. I'll try to answer it as much as I can. So here's Nook. Quick montage lang tayo. Salamat sa panonood mga kap. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tulungan niyo ako. Alright? So I can, make more contents regarding motorcycling, accessories, and whatever the case may be. So yeah, quick montage tayo. And again, maraming salamat. Hanggang sa susunod. Paalam.